back. This is the Creating a Minimum Viable Team module. In this first stage, you will learn to create a minimally viable team that will help you develop all the necessary skills to create an innovative and powerful solution. Entrepreneurship is a team sport. First, you will need to gather a group of people who complement each other in order to develop high-impact solutions. Investors who are experts in startups say that they bet on the jockey, not on the horse. For this reason, the most successful companies build their teams strategically to make sure they have all the necessary resources to achieve success. For example, if we look at the case of Steve Wozniak, an engineer, and Steve Jobs, an innovative businessman, we realize that they are two very different people, but with complementary capabilities. Jobs' disruptive ideas were materialized and turned into functional products by Wozniak. This was the minimally viable team that later on became one of the most valuable and innovative companies in the world, Apple. The minimum viable team is a group of people with complementary skills that share a common sense of purpose and shared values. Following our analogy, to climb the highest mountains, you will need different people with complementary skills. For example, as a leader who knows the different routes of the mountain, you can lead the team throughout the journey. A health expert can support in any contingency. A climate expert can warn in case of a storm, and a communications expert is able to report and ask for help if necessary. These are all examples of mountain climbers who, in addition to knowing how to climb mountains, are experts in an area that is essential to the team. As a founding member, you should look for complementary competencies that help you build a powerful team. A very common mistake is creating a team with people similar to you. The founders need to be strategic when recruiting members, making sure that each member adds value and increases the odds of success of the project. In most cases, the initial team is small and needs members who add value in different areas at the same time. Ideally, an initial team should be formed by T-shaped individuals. This means they have extensive knowledge and skills in different areas, and additionally, they are experts in a specific area. An emerging startup cannot afford to have only specialists or generalists. It requires multifunctional teams that can develop a solution together by taking into account a technological approach and business strategy and the interaction between these two aspects. The entrepreneurial team works in a space where priorities change constantly and therefore needs flexible and adaptable members for a steady work pace. Every T-shaped individual has skills and mindsets that can be divided into 3 layers. The T of entrepreneurial competencies, the T of business knowledge, and the T of technical, technological, and scientific skills. Click on each of them to learn more. The T of entrepreneurial competencies is based on the entrepreneurial competencies model, which includes the main skills and mindsets that every high-impact entrepreneurial team should have. To discover your level of entrepreneurial competencies, we suggest you take the Assessment Center, an online diagnosis where you will face entrepreneurial and situational scenarios that you must solve. Once you've completed the Assessment Center, you will receive via email a report with your level of entrepreneurial competencies and feedback on how to develop each one of these. Click on the button to take the Assessment Center and discover your entrepreneurial competencies. The T of business knowledge is based on your professional experience or academic background. Discover the 6 main business areas. Click on each one of them to learn more. High-impact startups tend to have technical differentiation based on cutting-edge scientific or technological elements. The third layer is based on your technical, scientific, and technological skills. These skills can enhance the value proposition of the company. Click on each of the areas to define your technical, scientific, and technological skills that add value to your entrepreneurial project. A minimum viable team is like a bicycle wheel where T-shaped individuals with complementary profiles come together for a common sense of purpose and shared values, where it is essential to develop a joint understanding of what you want to do and the vision of what you want for the business. As the team is created and begins its entrepreneurial journey, you will discover shared values that define the way you will work together as a team, and that will eventually determine the organizational culture. Take into account aspects such as the type of leadership, work ethic, communication, conflict resolution mechanisms, among others. A common sense of purpose and shared values are two core elements in which investors focus when valuing a startup. They take into account elements such as honesty, transparency, teamwork, accountability, openness to feedback, among others. Therefore, having these core elements that unite a minimum viable team is one of the most important aspects to improve your probabilities of success. Additionally, having a mentor with extensive experience in the industry and who acts as a facilitator is very useful when it comes to explore new ideas and can provide guidance in the decision-making process during your entrepreneurial journey. In the pre-acceleration phase, it is essential to have a balanced team that can find the proper fit between the product and the market. Find the entrepreneurial values that complement your startup and unite by a common sense of purpose and shared values. This is how you will create a minimum viable team.